Okay, I'm out in Wooster, Ohio at a place called OARDC, and this used to be a big, huge rose garden, but they have a lot of other stuff there now too. So I will just slowly turn. I mean, they're just stuff's barely coming out in bloom right now, but there's a lot of stuff out here. So, and this goes out to all the people that are subscribing and following our YouTube channel. We really appreciate you liking and viewing and supporting us, because we're new, but we're trying. And I will pause this. Well, I'll move a little bit. And okay, there's a lot of roses and stuff that still really haven't come out. There's many different varieties of roses and shrubberies, and you know, this is a different type of rose bush and stuff. And here's one, and then I'll just turn around this way, and there's a whole bunch of others around here, and different roses and different shrubberies and bushes. It's still really too early for a lot of stuff to be coming out in full bloom. That'll be like later this month and into August. Okay, here's another one that I've never seen before, but it's got a few little roses starting to come out on it. And here's a small one that really doesn't have anything on it yet. And everything out here is labeled as to what it is and stuff. And there's just so much to see out here. You can walk and walk and walk for hours and hours. There's just so much to see out here and enjoy. I love it here in Wooster. Like I said, this place is called OARDC, Ohio Agricultural Research and Development Center. And more different, and you know, there's like this one doesn't have anything on it. This one's starting to get a little bit of stuff coming out, but here's one. It's got a little bit, you know, of different stuff on it. So I'll pause this. Okay, here's one that's got some more roses out on it, you know, and stuff. And here's just a shrubbery, but I have no idea what the name of it is. There's a tag way down at the bottom that I really can't see what it is. Here's one that's got, you know, some nice little roses on it. And there's more little buds that haven't opened up all the way yet. And this one here, it's got little red buds on it. So it'll be opening up fully, but like I said, it'll be later on. Later this month, or here's a nice one. And here's one that's got a few on it. Okay, this is right in the very center of all of it, because you can see where everything goes in circles and stuff. And this is right in the very center. It's just a whole bunch of different things like here's a little plaque on this one. It says Chinese trumpet shrub. So, you know, everything out here has got a label on it. It's just sometimes you can see stuff, what the labels are, then like there's one way back in here, that's the same thing, Chinese trump. And here's something different. No, it's the same thing. Actually, all of these are the same thing. Chinese triumph shrub. It's just different colors and stuff. Okay, this is, they have all kinds of different things that grow up, these arbors or harbors or whatever they're called and stuff. It goes around like in a circle, and then there's a walkway behind it. So I will walk up through here real slow. Try not to shake the camera too much for you. You know, and there's different types of flowers, and you know, none of it's really weeds. It's different types of flowers and stuff, and even trees and stuff have labels on them as to what they are. You know, just, you know, different types of everything. And this, I'll show you what this used to be called, but there was diseases that killed a lot of the roses. But this is what it used to be called. It was called the Garden of Roses of Legends and Romance. It was dedicated June 24th, 1970, but it's not the Garden of Roses anymore because there was a virus that killed a lot of the roses that they, you know, had out here. I mean, you know, and there's, you know, it just goes on and on and on. It goes all the way around. You know, it goes around the other side, and I was telling you about stuff growing up on these trellises or whatever. Like here's some stuff growing up in the corner of this one, and that's just a shrubbery, something outside of it. And then I go over to the other side, and there's stuff growing up on the other side over here also. And see, there's a tag right here as to what this is. And Japanese something or other vine. So that's what this is growing up here. And had the same thing over in this corner growing up. Okay, I'm back. See, this is I don't know how to say all that. It's a strawberry shake, but it's like, you know, it's just, you know, like white flowers and stuff, and they're all the way up and down through here, and they're back through over there, and there's more trees and little trees and stuff over there. And okay, here's the same thing. This is called diamond rough, and you know, they have, you know, a bunch of them along here planted and stuff. Here's one that hasn't even really opened up all the way yet, and this one's opened up a little bit, but this is called, you know, I have no idea how to say that word, sorry people. But you can see it and try and pronounce it yourself. And that's what this one is, and this one here. And of course, I mean, there's, like I said, there's tags. Everything is labeled. So there's a lot to see, a lot to walk through and stuff. So here's different ones. Limelight. That's what that is. And I think this is the same thing, this one here. And this one's a lot bigger. And then I have the same thing behind me. And there's more up here, like there's a tag on what this is. So it's Limelight, same thing. And see, there's just, you know, big open area with all kinds of trees and evergreens and shrubberies and everything. All those different trees and everything has a tag on it as to what it actually is. The name of it and everything. And see, here's more of them over here. So I'm going to pause this now and move to a different area. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Well, actually, I'll stop this video and then I'll start another one.